Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back. Today, we're going to be reviewing a couple of products and actually doing something I normally never do, and that is take something out of a box. We got two kind of off-the-wall random things to show you today. I know we've been doing a lot of Temu videos lately, but I am still waiting on parts to show up to actually get some upgrades and repair videos done. But what it is it's a little blaster. And these blasters come with shells. And these are what go in the into those shells. These are not foam. They are actually hard plastic. For those, a real cheap pair of safety glasses, which honestly for these would probably be worth just fine. And some couple of craptastic targets. But do not go through here and fill your ears with any more plastic noise than what needed to happen. We'll get into it because we've already opened up one of these because we have two of them. For the HUSP blasters. And as you can see, pull the trigger has a nice blowback action to it. You can actually pull it back, and it has, like, when it's actually empty, got a fairly decent slide lock, and it actually has magazine release down on the bottom. So honestly, I'd say if you're doing some YouTube videos, and I know a lot of the airsoft blowback blasters do well for those, this is a slightly less expensive option because now that I have the magazine in there, it actually locks open when it's empty. And if you do some shell loading, just pull down the little thing on the side. Normally what you do is you take the little orange piece, you shove it inside, there's a spring in there that it locks into. Just pull that back, drop it in. Each one of these will hold six. It kind of actually shows you six on the side. Yeah. You just slap it in the front and pull the trigger, and every time you pull the trigger, it will shoot it and actually launch the little piece out. I will say, while these are fun and that, and they do fire and shoot, they don't actually shoot that far. I mean, this room is maybe 12 feet from end to end, and this will, if I'm sitting down on the ground holding it about shoulder height and I fire the blaster, it it will barely the the end, the little dart will barely make it all the way across the room. Again, that's just kind of the little HUSP uh, blasters and that. They're fun to play with. The last product I kind of wanted to get into was what I thought was absolutely hilarious. And see if it is on here somewhere on here. I bought this just because of what it said. I've seen a bunch of these and there's a ton of reviews on them, but Black Technology vibrating speaker. Experience the joy of technology. Wireless, long battery life, surround sound. Like you can attach two of these together, multiple interconnections, shake back technology. Or sorry, that actually says shake black technology. Not sure what that is, but it does have a little suction cup for going on glass, magnet for going onto metal surfaces. See if I can get the piece of cardboard out of here. Stuck it in there upside down. I do already have it out of the box because it was charging up. But somewhere, it might have just been in the listing and not necessarily on the product itself. Yeah, I think it was on the listing itself. And it's they listed it as bone conductive. And I'm sorry. Um, bone conductive? Like, am I attaching this to the side of my face? Anyways, the little magnet piece or the suction cups, they would just M3 onto the bottom of it. And 5 volt, 1 amp to charge it. When you sync it Bluetooth, it comes up as the TM1001 onto the end of it. And I will say I have used this just like this, sitting on, I've tried silicone, I've tried glass, I've tried wood. I have set it in my bathroom sink. I have put it on dishes. I have put it inside of a cup. And the sound of this thing is horrible. And I knew it was going to be horrible. I knew it was going to be super flat and tinny. I mean, you get up to about 3/4 volume off of your phone or whatever, and the speaker starts to crack. And to be honest, I don't, nothing about this is worth the price or the effort of using it by any means. It's a giant pile of e-waste, is what it really comes down to of what this is. The- I mean, I'm recording this on my iPhone. It's a 15 Pro Max, and the speakers inside of that are 100 times better than the way that this thing sounds. Just take my word for it. That is the e-waste speaker off of Temu. I remember when these things were really popular back in the day. I always wanted to try one, but I knew they were absolutely horrible. And to be honest, for the price that this was, I still don't think it was worth it. I mean, the only thing that this would really be useful for is, hey, you need a USB-C port and a battery. You could probably pop this thing open, rip those out cheaper than you get anything else, take it apart, use it for something else. The box is the nicest part of the whole thing. And again, the two little dart blasters, magazines in the bottom. They shoot pretty decently. That the shells eject out of the side. We might have some fun with a different type of blaster instead of the typical other ones that you see, the foam dart ones. It's an interesting concept. Anyways, thanks for stopping in. Have a good night. We'll see you in the next one. This has been another Temu product review.